It seems Spike TV has released the full list of weapons being used in next week's fight between Jesse James and Al Capone. Let's take a look, shall we? For close-range weapons, Jesse James will be using the famous Bowie knife, made famous by James Bowie, an American folk hero and legend in Texas. Al Capone's weapon for close range is the stiletto. The stiletto is a dagger used in the High Middle Ages as a secondary weapon for knights and was used to finish off heavily armored fighters by passing through chain mail or vulnerable spots in plate armor. This matchup seems to be fair, but we'll have to see what sort of tests they run. For mid-range weapons, Jesse James will be using the Colt 1851 Navy revolver and the Colt single-action Army, more commonly known as the Colt 45. Al Capone will be using the Thompson submachine gun, more commonly called the Tommy gun. This should be a rather interesting matchup and could be the deciding factor again. For long-range weapons, Jesse James will be using the Winchester Model 1873 repeating rifle, often called the gun that won the West, although this was more than likely a marketing tactic used by Winchester to increase sales. Al Capone will be using the Mk2 defensive hand grenade. The grooves in the grenade earned it the nickname the pineapple grenade due to its resemblance to the fruit. This should be an interesting matchup as well. For special weapons, Jesse James will be using the Derringer pistol and Al Capone will be using a pair of brass knuckles. The Derringer is a type of pocket pistol often worn onto clothing, and well, we all know what brass knuckles are. The Derringer's range is limited and only has a single shot, but it could be used to surprise someone. It will be interesting to see how the tests are run on these weapons. At first my bet was Al Capone, but after seeing his selection of weapons, I'm going to have to give it to Jesse James as he seems to have a better selection of weapons. The only thing Capone seems to have going for him is the Thompson, and if that fails to score enough kills, I'm not certain if the other weapons will get that many kills to make up the difference. I can see the grenade getting a decent amount of kills, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Be sure to check back next Tuesday for my thoughts on the show. Oh, and by the way, I will be uploading videos on older episodes.